Hello my lovely creatives, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a very fun video. So my good friend Miranda Weber, you know her, she's from My Scrappy Life. She's here on YouTube. We do a collab the third Thursday of every month. She's close to my heart. She's my upline. You guys know Miranda. We love Miranda. She is creating sketches for sale. So they are lovely sketches, and she reached out to several of her scrappy friends and asked if they would like to create with the sketch, and then you get the sketch. Well, you get like her series. So this is Miranda's Sketches of Volume 1, and this is an inspiration video, and she is hashtag My Scrappy Life. So let me show you the sketch that I am using. Hold on, I've got to be careful as to not show you the rest of the sketches. Alright, here is the sketch that Miranda has sent to me. Everybody kind of chose, and I just said, just let me know who doesn't choose what sketch. I'm not in particular because I loved them all. I've seen them all. So we've got two photos, a very big title, some journaling going on, and just a couple elements here and there. And I absolutely love this. It looks like it is a 1/3, 2/3 with a border in between. So I'm going to try to create that. And it looks like the entire thing is bordered. So I am going to be doing an Indie 500 layout with the Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Indigo Garden. Here are my two photos. That was 4. That's just 2. So what I'm thinking is we've got to pull some of this stuff out the way. I'm going to use my washi for sure to make the separation. And let's see. Whoa. We've got a lot of scraps. Alright, so we can probably get the 1/3, 2/3. Okay, we got that one. I think we'll use that one. I've got a lot of stuff falling. That was probably not my best idea. I'm going to mat the photos in that. And if you remember, this is also one of my How to Kill a Kit with Style. So, I don't need that one. Let's see. What do we want to grab? Those are very busy. Well, let's just grab the back side of that one for now. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I don't want to use the green. I don't want to use that one. I don't know if I want to use the flowers. You guys see that I am very decisive today, huh? Alright, we're going to go with what I've just chose. Because if I overthink it, then I'll just be overthinking it. Alright. So these we will not be needing. Stick them back in there. Okay, so we are going to mat the photo in that. So let's trim these down. So we look like we got a square and a rectangle, which is fab. Because I don't always like to have the same size photo. So this one is going to be our rectangle. Let me just go ahead and cut the guy without the shirt on, off. So we're going to do 3 by 4.5. That's me, yeah, being silly. Rob took a picture of me, and then let's make this one into a 4 by 4 without cutting their heads off. Alright. So there we go. Now we're going to mat them in this crazy paper. I've had so many of you tell me that you absolutely love that I used such a girly, flowery layout to create my Indie 500 photos. And I didn't really even think of it like that. I just thought of it as I want to use this collection, and what am I going to use it on? To be honest, that's kind of how I think of things sometimes. It doesn't have, the collection does not have to match the photos. Heck, even the colors don't have to match. Like, I'm not a coordinator like that. Alright, so that's not going to be long enough. So we're going to do my fun trick that the lovely Laura Alberts taught me. And it's such a small border, you guys, that it is really not going to matter if the pattern's not going the right way. Okay? So, and you will see what I'm meaning here in a minute, right? So we are going to just pop this on a very small mat, and then I just trim off these guys. And so all the information for Miranda's classes I will have linked down below. If you want to pick them, or not classes, sketches, sorry, I've got classes on the brain. Please head on over and grab her sketches. She's very creative when it comes to creating them, and I love creating from sketches. It's really helpful if you're in a, like, not a rut, but what's the word I'm looking for? Just not feeling the scrappiness, like in a funk. It really does start to get the juices flowing. And if you create, I find that if you go ahead and use a sketch, it's easy peasy to create, right? And then it just kind of gets those juices flowing, and you can start, and it's just a jumping off point, right? Alright. So we've got our two photos matted. And what I'm going to do is we're going to do the 1/3 up here. Alright, so I'm going to cut that off. And I'm going to take a few of these and create that line. Maybe not so much the pink, but I think we're going to do like these three and create that line in the middle, or maybe just two. But I am going to put them on some white cardstock, just so that you'll be able to see it, because it's kind of transparent and it's going to pick up the patterns in the background, and you're going to lose that. Definitely. So, I'm going to trim these down, and I guess I can just show you real quick what the heck I'm talking about. So you just take your cardstock, and you just want to go ahead and run that over there. And we're just going to do it all as one. That way I don't even have to try to seam it together on the page. There's two. And here comes three. And we're just going to line it up. And then definitely want to roll that over. Okay, and then we're going to roll this one over as well. And then I'm going to cut this out on my trimmer as well. But then you can see it, instead of it picking up anything in the background, it's just picking up the white. So, give me a minute to get everything trimmed, and I'll be right back. So I've got this piece cut down. We are going to do the big border like Miranda has there. I'm trying to not get glare from the lights for you. The camera's tilted a little weird, but we'll fix that. So, We're going to mat in this colored cardstock. Not even sure where it's from. I think it's close to my heart. So we're going to double mat it just to bring a little bit more of this green to the forefront of the page. And I simply take my pen blade that was a little too close for comfort, and I'm just cutting right here on my glassboard studio glass mat. Because I'm not putting a lot of pressure, so I'm not actually, you can cut the board, remember that. Alright. Like I said, didn't put a lot of pressure, probably should have put a little bit more. Oh, come on. Alright, there's that one. And that one, alright. And then we're just going to hand trim this out as well with a very fine border. And I've had people ask why I don't use my trimmer for this and how do I cut straight lines. I don't cut straight lines, but when I use my trimmer, I find that it always looks off to me, and then I feel like I took the time to try to line it up with the trimmer and do all that stuff and still was like an epic fail on getting it straight. So to justify it in my brain, that it doesn't have to be perfect, I use scissors because I hand cut it, right? Alright, so one more snip. And yes, this is close to my heart because it's two different colors. What? Alright, so we are going to align this up, and now how I do this, so I put one row right there, and then I hold it on the side with the sticky, and I kind of eyeball it into place, right? And then I get that locked in, turn it, and then I do come in and just run the ATG all the places that it needs to be ran. And then just kind of smooth it down, right? So that's the best that I've found. And then I always seal off my back. I use ATG as on top, underneath, to hold the washi because I don't necessarily trust washi to hold for a lifetime, and I don't want it to hook underneath some paper when I'm getting it stuck in the album, right? So I'm just coming in and just gradually finish. So I'm going to finish this and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and stuck this one down. Obviously you've seen that. I went ahead and put this one on the top, and then I ran the washi strip all the way to the edges. So a little bit of a, I just like the break. I like the way it breaks it up a little bit. So this one's going to go here, and this one is going to go here. We need our big title. Alright. I know we got some big titles in here. Oh, wait. Did you guys get that? Like, totally just thought of something. let's use this guy. I've been struggling on trying how to figure out how to get this big old thing onto the page. We are going to pop it up. I think that's all. Yep, that's all the bits of foam. So we are going to pop this whole thing up on foam. And I'm going to get it stuck down. And then I'm going to pull out some sequins. And we're going to do our fun faux shaker pockets. Because those are always fun to make, right? Alright. And yes, I was so honored when Miranda asked if I wanted to create with one of her sketches. It was so fun. And I was like, oh, yes, 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 yes. I most certainly would love to. Alright, let's see. Just trying to get these little pieces so that none of them will show. And this is just, regular old fun foam. That was too big. Okay, we're just going to keep adding. I apologize. This is taking forever. Oh, come on. It's so little I can't even grab it. And we're going to get everything stuck down. I gotta go. I'm making some very thin little foam strips, right? Like super thin. But look at that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this off screen because we're 3 minutes into this now, so give me a minute and I'll be right back. So I've got these two stuck down. This is all popped up on foam. Now what I did was I got it on here where I wanted it. Took my pencil and I drew those little lines, right? Because we are going to fill that with ATG. If we get a little bit out of the way, we'll be able to, fill it in instead of using the glue and waiting for the glue to dry. Alright. And I've got two close to my heart packs. We've got Bluebell, which is the loose sequin pack, but that's from last year. The only thing I want to do is just make sure I don't go too far. Okay. And then we are just going to press everything down. Okay. And we can just, grab a clump and move it because it's just tape. But this is actually going to help it be stuck in place. And then I'm going to take liquid glue and pop it over it. I hope my head's not in the way, you guys. I do apologize. So, very thick. Then we're going to take the pink, which is the color of the year, which is Wild Berry. are just going to sprinkle the wild berry in there as well. And there is a ton of sequins just sticking down in here. But it's like they all stuck on their side on this one. Okay. So definitely want to make sure we've got everything covered. Kind of pull these in here. Never done it this way before, so we're going to see if it pays off. I don't know. And then this is just going to pop right back down on top of that. We're going to make it. We're going to squish it. We're going to take our Barely Art glue. And we are going to load up the foam first. I'm just putting a generous amount on. These are all very little pieces. So, it was the only way that I could feel it in, right? So I wanted to make sure that everything stayed popped up. This one right here might have been a mistake. Now that I'm looking at the way I did my sequins. And, alright. We are just going to go ahead and pop that down, and we're going to squish that in there. Kind of apply pressure. Alright, then we're just going to push them all in. Right? Alright, and we're not going to use our Barely Art, we're going to use what I call my craptastic glue. I don't even know if I don't think I have any, whatever. I can't think of it. Then I'm just going to layer this, like big time layer this. And I know that you're like, Becky, that's white glue, and I'm like, I know, but it dries completely clear. And we are going to get a very, very nice layer of glue covering this. It will start to settle into all the little crevices. And this is just, whoa, whoa, whoa. Going to ensure that our sequins stay a faux sequin mix. Because you don't want to have, this is like the best way to use up this glue though, you guys, because you guys know I hate this glue. I mean, it's good, it's just, it doesn't dry fast. At all. So I am literally filling everything in so that it starts to seep down. Alright, and we are actually, I am going to set this to the side to dry, and we will finish the layout when this portion is dry. So we are kind of squeezing out over here. But it's going to be so cool. So, this is going to dry. I'll be right back. Well, goodness, that took a long time to dry. It was, and it's still not all the way dry. But look at how cool it is. And I did have to keep going and like scraping up some of the glue because it kept seeping out. And I was like, no, 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 no. Alright. Let's get some of this stuff nicely on here. So we're going to go ahead and layer this little sticker up here and create kind of a little cluster going on up in that area. That one there, and then we'll get a little yellow, whatever that is. a little "It's All Good" on my photo down here. And put a couple of butterflies in here. Let's see what else we can add. I'm going to tuck some stuff in and around this major cluster going on here. Just a few more. That one's not going to work because there's best time ever there, so I don't really want to double up. And we'll just kind of keep adding until we're happy. Let's see if we can. Nope. I always say don't force it. Just don't force it. Alright. I'm liking the way it looks. I want to add some Nuvo. And I think we're going to go with this Crystal Drops in Metallic Bottle Green. So we are going to do the butterfly trails. You guys know I just kind of get it started. And we add the trails in, and I usually do 5 little bitty dots. So we're going to do 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these guys. And this last one. Okay, and then let's grab a different color. If I can. What color? What color? What color? What color? I think I want to do a yellow. So let's do this, the translucent Jewel Drops and Lemon Fellow. We'll just kind of get a few of these popped around. Just being careful not to smear the existing Nuvo Drops. Alright, you guys, so everything will be linked down below. Please go check out Miranda's sketch bundles. See if there's any that you must have, which I'm telling you, there are plenty that you must have, you guys. You must partake. Because they are fabulous. Alright, I think we're going to go with another bold color as well. The yellow is kind of blending in a bit. I don't even know if it's picking it up on camera. We're going to go with some ivory seashell, and I'm just going to, well, pop a few of these around. Just to kind of finish it off, you know. Been trying to use my Nuvo Drops more because they will dry up, and then what? Then we got nothing good other than wasted money, and I don't like to waste money. I work really hard for my money. Alright, so that's going to do it for our layout. Like I said, don't forget to check anyone else out who is playing along, has a video up today to support Miranda. Here's her lovely sketch, and here's my interpretation of it, and that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out Miranda, and I will see you guys later. Bye.